o'clock in the morning.
I heard you, Danielson.
I know you did. I heard you too.
And it was old lady in there, somebody. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, there was a Alpha Delta 4 Fox Lima, Jerry in Tennessee.
Yeah, I heard Rich and Hernando on 40 meters earlier, and he did have some adult beverages going, so that might be what he's doing now.
All right.
Sounds about right, don't it?
Yep, he might be partying.
I played all them close people would come up and say, well, let me buy you a drink. And I'd say, well, how about just a Coke? I never did drink much, man, not at all, not hardly little. If you took everything I drank my whole life, you could put in the Walmart thing.
You're a wise man.
Oh, but I love mixed drinks.
I don't drink very much either. It's not my thing.
Well, each his own, you know, live and let live.
What was that called? The Daniel November 2 Oscar, November 2 Uniform Oscar Golf?
Oh, that's affirmative. His name is Sal, S-A-L, in he said Hernando County, I think is what he said.
That's where YTO lives. Was it Hernando or Pinellas?
Hernando.
Was his name Scott?
His name was Sal, Sierra Alpha Lima.
I think I've heard that gentleman with us before in the past.
Yeah, what's this called again? I'll look him up.
November 2. Uniform Oscar Golf.
Oh, I got him. Yeah, he's up here where Lou lives in Spring Hill, a little west of Brooksville. I just looked at his QRZ page, and yeah, you're right, Rich. He's been in here before.
Oh, yeah.
He's only been in 2 or 3
he
times.
doesn't show up here very often, but every now and again.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times maybe. He's got an easy way tower up there.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Hell, I got one laying on the ground. Well, actually, it's laying on the boat trailer.
Man, we must have had a bunch of sandbaggers this week. I was looking at my QRZ lookup counts, and it jumped about 30 times. Usually I only get 1 or 2 a week, and it jumped over 30 numbers in the past few nights. Sandbaggers. I knew my MSJ Sandbagger 5000 was pretty active.
They were spying on you. They're watching you, Rick.
I noticed if I tell a bunch of jokes one night, my counts go up. If I talk normal, nothing happens.
WW4 and
Better watch him. He'll be making a circus meme on you.
Yeah.
WR4EB.
KNJX.
KE4SXD.
Maybe 8OTM.
Daniel, you sounded great tonight.
Thank you very much.
How's that Collins amp doing, Daniel? It sounded good.
Oh, yeah, it's not hanging up on me yet, anyway.
I think he fixed it.
So I've thought that a number of times.
Well, Daniel, all it needed was to go to the dentist, right?
Doing real good.
Does nothing.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Isn't that amazing, man? Well, that thing's what, 45, 50 years old at least, and still ticking, man. Sure ain't a Timex?
I'm on a 50-year-old E9.
Oh, you got the 220, all right.
Yep, the warm glow of 3 500Zs in the shack tonight. Well, I got 4-1, 3-1 I got away. Oh, I wish. This is just a pair of 500Zs with about 3,000 on the anode, so this is a baby amplifier. Well, I don't run that much on it. It's a 31000Z amp, so, 3,500 volts. You don't go much more than that. If you got 3 B28s, you want to stay around 3,000, 3,500 on them. You don't want to put 4,500 on them. No, or just go to solid state rectifiers. Yeah, but you ain't seen this amp. It's got 4 bands and 9,000 wires in it. Oh, yeah, it's one of those commercial amps. The inside of it looks like a nuclear submarine.
Yeah. I just looked in the manual. June 1961.
Boy, I'm telling you, but I tapped her all down for the ham band.
I guess you are.
Hey, Daniel, that thing was built the year I was born.
That's what the manual says. June 1961. It's still cooking.
I have a little Drake TR4 and RV4 sitting over here that I've had since, I guess, mid-80s, early 80s, and built in 69. It's amazing how good American technology used to be.
Daniel, that thing's 62 years old.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that's about, June, that's about 5 months older than me.
Yeah, that thing is almost as old as me. This amp here is a low 2000 serial number, SB220. So this one has to be probably from the mid-60s. This thing's 50 plus years old.
Hey, Daniel.
Yes, sir.
I retired. I earlied out rather than go on 2 more years. So I retired when I was 62. And that Collins, it's a hard-working man. It's still working.
It sure is.
That 220 is a good amp too.
I was looking at that picture of that amp of yours, Daniel. I found a whole bunch with the cover off, different views and angles. And, man, I'm with you. That's one of the poorest designs to put a relay. There were so many other options if they would have just stopped and thought about service later. What is the most active part of problems normally? Your relay. And the Collins boys, I don't know what they were thinking when they put that thing where they did.
Well, it's not the placement of the relay. It's what's on top of it. They put an L bracket right on top of it with a variable potentiometer or a variable capacitor. If it had not been for that bracket right directly above the relay, all you do is pop the top cover off of this thing. It opens real easy. Don't have to take any screws out or anything. Pop that top cover off there, and then just take a little plate off. Got some screws in it. And you're right into the inside of this amplifier. And right there is where that relay is.